Taurus, welcome to your mid-June tarot reading. Do remember to take a look at the playlist for your sun, moon, and rising sign to see what additional messages are there for you. Time and energy is fluid, not linear. So let's get right into this reading. Taurus, we have balance. I like it. Balance is good. It gives me a Two of Pentacles feel. Maybe even a justice-like feel. This one's coming out for you straight out of the gate. We have Taurus. She was present. Now awareness, acceptance. I like that. Being in the present moment. That kind of goes along with that balance because if you're in the present moment, you're thinking about, you're here, you're aware of your surroundings. You know what I mean? Have you ever gone shopping and there are just people around you that seem to not notice that there is anyone else in the world? They are just off in their own little world. It's just weird. But you're in the here and now. You know, they might just walk right into you and then, oh, I didn't see you there. I don't know what's wrong with people. But yeah, you're in the here and now. Manifestation. Okay, your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. This is so true. You know, it really just comes down to how bad do you want something? You know, what are you willing to do for it? If you want something badly enough and you put your intention towards it, more often than not, you can really get it. It just depends on how bad you want it. Some people say they desire and want things, but then they don't put the action towards it. So there you go. All right, we're going to look at your recent past first. And we have a card jumping out. We have Seven of Pentacles. I like that. And that is one of your cards, Taurus. And first card that comes out, it's a U. So you should be able to get the most out of this reading. We have Ace of Wands. It's always great when you show up in your own reading. That tells me that in some ways you're in some kind of alignment here. You're speaking to me. Oh, wow, two aces. Ace of Cups. Okay, there's our passion and heart's desire. And, you know, we have that manifestation. Dreams have untold energy. This is maybe some untapped potential here. But let's see what's crossing it. Taurus, you generally have good readings from me. All right. Okay, we have too many just popping out. It was like a whole chunky stack here. Believe me, if those cards are meant to come back up another chunk, they will. So never worry about that. All right, let's just go ahead and cut. And now, oh, wow! Taurus, what is going on? Ace of Pentacles. Now, some of you, depending on your timeline, you may not even experience this. This still could be coming towards you. Now we have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Wow, you have two cards here that are yours. The Three of Pentacles, that is Capricorn energy. Three aces. I don't think I've ever seen three aces in the first row. Wow, Taurus. So I get the feeling also that you're very creative right now. There's a lot of creativity around you, within you. Wow. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, recent past. Really, really taking the time. And if you haven't yet, Taurus, especially if you're new, do watch the tarot in your sign. I did one for Taurus. I did it in a different way that I've done my other readings. So do watch that because it talks all about your sign. Seven of Pentacles here. You are being very deliberate. You are looking at where you're putting your resources. This is very thoughtful energy here. This is how you'll create balance. This is you being in a present moment for sure. You know, with this energy of looking at where your resources are going. Are you getting what you put in? You know, if not, this is a card of adjustments or needing to make adjustments. to get what you want. And it's crossed by this Ace of Pentacles. So the potential here for you to make something really great out of this work that you're doing, it's there. It is absolutely there. It's all about your efforts. You know, um, this is about tending to what you are growing. The Seven of Pentacles, you've put a lot of work in already, and now you're kind of waiting for that harvest to come in. Because there is that waiting period where you bake something and then you release it to the world possibly, but I don't know if you've done that quite yet here. You might still be working on something, tweaking something, a great golden idea. There's this promise here of so much more from this. This is what's driving you right here, this Ace of Pentacles. It's a great idea. It's, we have your hopes and dreams here. We have passion. And this ace, three aces. So threes for me are an important number. Three is my favorite number. That's why I do the, three cards. And it's a very creative energy. So I think whatever you're working on right now stemmed from this Ace of Pentacles. It's still in your mind. It's still your goal. It's a really big goal to achieve this. So you're really thinking carefully about what you're doing and what you're wanting to get out of it. If you need to make changes, I think you will or would have or did, something like that, because this is coming up in your recent past. We kind of see that here with this Three of Pentacles, this inspiration, this passion that is within you. We have the Three of Pentacles here. This is working creatively. Sometimes it can be teamwork. You might be working with other people. You might be getting evaluated. We see these two gentlemen here watching you, evaluating you. But I think, your work is like, it rises to the top, like the best kind of, I don't know why I'm thinking of butter and cream, it's like you're rising to the top, there's something about what you're doing that really stands out. It shines compared to other people. And I think it's just because you're doing it. You have this certain quality of doing things. And quality is the big word here. I think for you, it really is about quality. You're very patient, very persistent, and you like nice things. Taurus is a sign of, loving just the finer things. Taurus is my south node, and you appreciate beauty. And so you're drawn to it. And you want everything around you to be beautiful. And you're willing to put in the work to make things nice and beautiful. And so that's what I'm feeling here. You're just doing your work, and it probably comes easy to you as well, but other people are just in awe. They're like, wow, but to you, it's just, everyday kind of thing. But you're very inspired and passionate about what you're doing, definitely in the present moment with that kind of energy. And wow, look at this Ace of Cups, heart's desire. You've got all these aces here, which means you are just flooded with potential, all the best things. I mean, if we get the Ace of Wands, holy moly, somewhere here in the reading. But this heart's desire, all this, you have so much to give, and that's what we see here with the Six of Pentacles. We see that card of equal reciprocity. It's a card of give and take. Sometimes we're, on the recipient end of things, and sometimes we're on the giving end of things. And I think you're on that giving part. I think you are giving and sharing of yourself, through this project of whatever it is you're doing. That's how you are sharing your gifts with people. That's what I feel here. And this is creating balance. Look at that. Balance with that giving. And maybe you have experienced times in your life where you were on the needing end. I mean, of course, we all do. When we're children, we need that. But I think you're going to be very selective and aware about who you give your energy and your resources to and your heart. that sort of thing. But this is, for some of you, it could be charity work. This could be a nonprofit that you're putting your heart and soul and passion and resources into. It could be. But there is a sense of generosity here within you about sharing your gifts and talents with people, your desires, your dreams, that sort of thing. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why that stuck to me. But yeah, there we go. Wow. Wow, Taurus, what is this? If you've already done something, um, and you've started some kind of business, nonprofit, or just whatever it is, and you've already got it going, do talk about it in the comments, share that with other people. Whatever it is that you are doing. Okay. We have, oh, 10 of Swords. Wow. I mean, I don't see any suffering there, but that's something. All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles here, 10 of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. I don't know what you were suffering about. Ooh, the Fool. I love that. Love the Fool card. Love that happy-go-lucky energy. Aquarius. You're still just plugging away here. I wonder what that 10 of Swords is about. Holy moly. I don't know. Let's see. Let us see. 10 of Swords. Everything else is looking so good. Oh, no, not the Ace of Wands. We need that. I was thinking earlier we needed the Ace of Wands. Sorry, I misspoke. We need the Ace of Swords for all of it. I do that every once in a while. I'm not perfect here. Yep. I don't, yeah, it happens. All right. Oh, the Tower. Ooh, wee. Holy moly. That's Aries. Now we have King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. And the Five of Swords. Ooh, all right. Current energy, you guys. Something's going on. Now, this doesn't mean, because I put these cards out this way, I just want to say it's not that this is going to happen first and then this and this. It, just depends on your story. There's something really monumental happening here. Is it going to change your circumstances? It's so, wow. 10 of Swords and the Tower. Holy moly. Something ending here, for sure. Because this is the card of endings. It's not like the Death card. The Death card is about a transformation. Now, if we think of something changing into another thing, because that's what the Death card is for. It's that transition from one thing into a next. But this, excuse me, this is the card of something ending. And I feel like it's rather abruptly. It is quick, it's unexpected, and I'm not really certain what it is yet. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but there's something coming in that is ending a certain period of your life. This Tower is, it's that first home for the Emperor, right? That's where he's standing. The young Emperor is the Two of Wands. He's standing at the top of that tower, making decisions, what to do, where to go, what path to take. And then the tower, woo, when it falls, my cat is, they're getting rambunctious. So if you hear something weird in the background, it's a whirl. All right. So there's something changing here. I feel like your foundation, something is changing. Your circumstances are changing. It could be that if you were struggling in the past, right? Let's say that this is something you're putting all your heart and soul into, but it's not making you any money yet. It hasn't really come to fruition because we have that Seven of Pentacles. It's something you're working on. It can be a trying time. Think of that starving artist kind of thing where you're putting all your work, your heart and soul into something. It takes a while for it to finally come back to you and actually start making something, making some money. So there's going to be some kind of shift in your life where the old life, your old foundation is just done. That I think once you start on that journey there, this is inevitable. Something is going to change very dramatically, very drastically. Let's keep going because that's all I'm getting from that. It's sudden, it's abrupt, it's going to change your foundations, how you live your life. All right. Now, while I'm not sure when this is going to happen in this current energy, but it's this massive shift is around you. Okay. And it is, I think, because of the work you're doing, this path to mastery. Look at this, Taurus. You have so many cards that are you. Well, I say so many. We have, the King of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles so far, and we have the Ace, you know. So you are on this path to this King of Pentacles for stability, really. Very business minded, really focused on growing these pentacles and being successful in this. And I absolutely, positively believe that you will be, because I feel like that is your focus. You are in this present moment doing everything you can. You're showing up every single day. You're taking this very seriously, I would say. Really putting in the hard work, getting better and better every single day at what you're doing. If you needed to make any tweaks, you did it there, and you're on this path. You are going, this is in the heart of your reading. You're probably already there. You're probably already there. Oh my goodness. Come on, cards. Don't do that to me now. So, this right here, and sometimes I don't get a good feel from the Five of Swords, but I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling with these two cards combined. This is about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith on something you believe in, because this is a card of taking a risk. You know, um, this that and that's pretty much all I'm getting from this Five of Swords. I'm not getting any of the other messages that I tend to get with the Five of Swords. I'm just getting taking this risk, this leap of faith that's going to change everything. There could be an opportunity coming in. I mean, we see a lot of opportunity in your past, but this opportunity for something, man, you're going to go for this. I feel like there's some kind of offer coming into you, maybe regarding what you're doing. Something is going to, whew, I'm not even really sure what it is. I don't know if it's someone looking at your work and giving you some kind of recognition or a deal, a contract, 10-year. I don't know what it is, but it's monumental what it is. And the risk here I feel is minimal because this is something you want and desire so greatly. You're going to go for it, you know? You're going to go for it is what I feel like with these two cards. That's what I feel. Just really taking a risk here. And it's so interesting that those two cards came out together like that. Because the Five of Swords is not my favorite card, but that's what I'm feeling. Holy moly, what is this? It's big, it's huge. Huge. Maybe this is, um, you know, maybe you're going from this path to mastery to the boss. This could be a major promotion. You're going to put yourself out there. That's what we see here. And it might be a little scary, that Five of Swords coming in. It feels like it could be, it's, you see the battlefield there with the two figures. There is that tiny inclination in you that things could go the wrong way, but I feel like there's just too much good. You're just going to go for it. All right, let's see what else. Oh, okay, Page of Wands. Some more fire energy. We have the Four of Cups. That's coming out for a lot of people. We're getting closer, well, sort of, to Cancer energy. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Let me move my camera down just a smidgen. There we go. All right. That's coming out for a lot of people. And I get the feeling that if you were bored in any kind of other thing, um, that this is going to change. You're going to be putting out, oh, here's that Seven of Swords. Okay. You know, this could be like a passion project. It may not be what you do for a living, you know? Oh, we have the Fool again. And the Seven of Pentacles again. Look at that. Seven here and seven there. Okay. Wow. Okay. My cats are acting crazy. So we have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay, this Page of Wands, this is representative of all the fire signs holding the Ace of Wands here. This is a very excitable energy, very, very curious. All pages are curious. This one, just think of the fire signs. I'm Sagittarius, Sun, and Moon. We want to explore. We want to know more. We want to experience things. And that's the energy that's coming in here. But the Seven of Swords is saying, okay, we know you want to just dive right into this, you know, but there might be something you need to know. It's saying just to kind of be careful with what you're telling people, maybe about your idea, how much you share with people. Don't tell everybody everything. That's what the message I'm getting with this is. Don't give away your whole story or your whole idea. You know, protect your information right now. You know, do be wise about what you share and who you share with. Not everybody is, you know, trustworthy. So this guy is sneaking away from the battlefield here because he doesn't want to battle. He doesn't want to take that kind of risk, you know. So I think this is saying you're going to take a risk here, but this is just saying, hey, 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 you know, all right, I see you're going to take a risk, but let's just be wise about it. Let's be cautious about it. You know, he's disarming his enemy. Not that you have a lot of enemies around you. This is just saying to be careful. Okay, that's what's coming through with that set of cards. I think if you are currently doing, like, I kind of feel like this is a passion project or something you're wanting to turn into something full time. You're putting a lot of effort into it. And it may be that you may have already, you know, kind of quit. You know, you've emotionally pulled away from something, right? That's what I'm feeling here. You're emotionally withdrawn from something that you already have, or you're moving away from this energy, is what I'm thinking. This might be the underlying energy that spurred all this dissatisfaction and no movement. That's what kills me about the Four of Cups. Being dissatisfied with the choices that, you know, you made, or, you know, things you picked, but you see that body language there? He's not moving. But you will, boom. This is this energy here is going to trump pretty much anything. You're going to take a risk. You're going to take a leap of faith on something that is your heart's desire, a passionate heart's desire. You're already putting your work, like your energy into it. You know, I don't know what it is. And I think it's interesting. We start with the Seven of Pentacles and we end with it. You know, we end with it. If after, as you are doing this analysis here of where your resource is going, what you're spending your time, effort, energy, passion, money, everything, if at the end of the day it's not providing you with something in return, you're going to take another look at it and say, is, you know, to quote Minnow Pond Tarot, is the juice worth the squeeze? I love his channel. But is it worth it, what you're doing? Now, I feel like this right here, this Five of Pentacles, is the old thing, because there is no way this is representative of what you're putting your heart and soul into. You know, I don't think so. I don't think that's how that would turn out. If there's something that you really feel passionate about and something you love, you do it for the ability to share that passion with other people. You know what I'm saying? And if the money flows, if that's what you're going for, then it flows. Right? But there's something here that I feel with this particular Five of Pentacles. All right, my cats are driving me crazy. Um, Little boogers, they are just going crazy this morning. If there's something that you are not getting fulfilled from, you're not going to waste another moment on it. You're going to do whatever you can to fix it, to make adjustments. You know, if it's not giving you what you need. That's what I'm seeing here. And maybe this is the final straw here for you to go all in on this other thing. You know, I get this feeling, you know, the whole energy of this reading is that there's something that you're currently doing, not this great idea, that is probably giving you your resources, but probably not a lot. Or it's not satisfying you, that's for sure, with the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. But there's something else here that is calling you, that you have been putting a lot of time and effort into as well. I think it's a side thing. And it's bound to pay off. There's a time where you're going to reach some point where you're finally going to say, okay, now's the time. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. And look at the energies you're leaving behind when you do that. You know, you're taking this leap of faith and going after this other thing that has so much more promise. That's what I'm seeing here in this row. You're going to be strategic about it. You're going to be careful about it. You're not going to tell everybody what you're doing straight out of the gate. You're just not going to do that until the time is right. Okay, we have path. Oh, wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. Ooh, okay. We have the Lovers. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. You are, I feel like, I'm talking about paths and which way you're going to go. You're going to choose this one with all the promise and potential. I mean, would you rather have a job that you absolutely hate, that destroys your soul every day and gives you a ton of money? Or would you rather do something that just inspires you and others, and it's, you know, your passion and your love, and it doesn't give you as much money, but you're, you know, happy to do it every single day? So maybe there's that. We have Seahorse, Family Matters. We have Fire, strong emotion, passionate, love, or hate. I don't feel the hate on here. There's a lot of passion in this reading, Taurus. We have Bird Perched, waiting for news package or letter. So, you know, if you want to know you're on the right path, ask Spirit for confirmation, for synchronicities. You'll get it. Oh, you'll get it. I'm going to go draw a Stoic Wisdom, see if we have anything extra we can add to this, Taurus. Okay. There we go. This one comes out for a lot of people. I don't know why. Seneca, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest of fare. Desire control. Today, avoid buying any non-essential items. Practice controlling impulsive spending. It's certainly not you, Taurus. Each resisted purchase strengthens our inner compass. Walking past temptations without yielding helps us distinguish between genuine needs and fleeting wants. There you go. That's the message for some of you. All right, let me know if this reading resonated with you, Taurus. Please hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.